Hello students. So today we have Mr. Ayush with us. Ayush has done his BTech in IT from Delhi Technological University, and thereafter he joined Amazon as a developer. So welcome to Education View 360, Ayush.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. It's my honor being here.
Yes, Ayush, so I would request you to please explain to the students how was the placement process like, what all companies come in, and getting appointed or taking up an appointment with a company like Amazon. I'm sure it must be one of the best deals from college. So please share some insights and tips for the students, how to prepare for it and what's the entire process like.
Got it. I was in DTU. So DTU has this campus hiring process where a bunch of companies come and recruit you into the campus. So there are two ways to get into any company. In your third year, in your third year you apply for an intern. So intern process starts when you're just entering your third year. A bunch of interviews happen, and then they take you for intern, and you do that intern after the end of third year, like in between third and fourth year. And if you do well, they extend a pre-placement offer to you. So that's one way. That's one part to crack a company. The other part is that after your third year is complete and when your fourth year is starting, there are placement companies that are coming to you and they're going to offer you like placement. So I got in via the placement part. So I did not intern in Amazon. So the process is at least 3-4 years back used to be something like this, right? So you first used to have an online test, an online assessment where everybody beyond a certain threshold of performance or GPA or something was eligible. All of us sat together, all of us sat and gave the online assessment test. And based on the test, they had certain criteria. They filtered the list to X candidates. And all of these X candidates went through the interview process. So most of the candidates had like two interviews, and after the second interview, third interview, they take a call that okay, we should probably cut short your interview process here, or we should let you go forward. So Amazon had a four interview process that happened. So the online assessment happened somewhere around 9 a.m. and then incrementally interviewed happened till like 12:30. And so it all ended in like a day's basis. And yeah, and that's essentially the process for most of the companies. Now talking about how should you prepare for these kind of interviews, right? So I think back in college, all of us are pretty clueless. Like we hear a lot of buzzwords going around: machine learning, Android development, website development, and we just start chasing it because somebody else is also doing it. That is what peer pressure teaches us. But I would essentially like having gone through that phase and having done all those mistakes myself. I now know that I should not be doing that. So the best thing that I should be doing is to focus on my fundamentals and clear those fundamentals. And in specific to IT, those fundamentals would essentially be the courses of data structures and algorithms, right? Because when you're in college, nobody's going to expect you to build the moon and be done with it, right? They expect you to be raw, but what they expect is that your fundamentals are clear. And for that, I would suggest the folks who are appearing for these interviews to focus on your data structures and algorithms. And after you have certain confidence in these things, then only you can go ahead and expand into any sort of development as per your preference. But this thing is really important because any interview in campus or before you join is going to be specifically focused on data structures and algorithms. And I myself take interviews and I don't really judge candidates that they have not done a cool project because I don't expect them to. I expect them to be clear with the basics, and everything else the company will itself teach you. So you don't have to worry about that.
Absolutely. I agree with that because as students, those are very stressful times and we try to do almost everything that exists on planet Earth,
Yeah.
which is not possible. So
Yeah.
knowing your basics and fundamental is the key. Yes. So
Yeah, exactly.
thank you, Ayush. Thanks for all your insights. I'm sure it's going to help a lot of students. And for students, please stay tuned and keep liking and subscribing to the channel if you feel the videos are of use to you.